welcome back to another episode of me, Bellfire, and today we're back in Dyson Sphere program. Almost forgot the name of the game. And right now I'm just trying to fix a little bit of an iron shortage I'm having. So I'm heading to Alpha Pavinus 1. That's this star's name. And all I'm going to do here is set up a bunch of advanced mining machines wherever they are. Here they are. And I remember I picked up 20 of them. And this star cluster, I think, is nice because 34 million iron ore. I'd say that's pretty nice. Okay. And now the fun bit of placing everything and powering it all up. There's one. Maximum speed. Why am I putting the alarms on? So I can find them easier when I'm coming back through laying down all the power lines. Perfect. Alarm on, max power. Probably like right here. Alarm on, max power. Oh yeah, also this planet has acid or sulfuric acid as its water. That's 4. Really, only 4. Okay, there are 2 veins back to back over here. And I'm not really looking at the sizes of them because I just need iron, period. There we go. Maximum alarm on. Max alarm on. Max alarm on. There we go. Let me get the alarm on didn't copy. Okay. Well, I can handle the whole alarm on thing not copying. After this one, this should probably be enough. Alarm on. Okay. Now, running power. I hope I have enough of these. Okay. Just need to bring power to all of these. Simple enough, right? And if something goes wrong on the planet, I'll know firsthand because either it'll be storage space, I'm hoping that happens, or it's going to become a lack of power. That's the last thing I want, to be perfectly honest. This planet to get into a power deficit. Mostly, that's the thing I don't want. Because it's difficult as it is to keep some of the planets in my, in Saddlebari powered. Let alone among the other planets. Well, that one can actually be that. There we go. Just 3 more. Apparently I missed one. A little bit of a pleasant surprise. What's that? On the other side of the planet. Because of course I missed that. Why wouldn't I? Okay, so the nearest power is from this thing, I think. Oh yeah. This is within eyesight. It's going to be fun seeing this entire place just instantly spring to life. Okay, north is this way. Roughly, I think. Yep, here we are. I could go for that, but right now I'm good. Okay, so remote demand, remote demand. Actually, no, I want as many of those as I can get. As many of those that can be carried. And I'm just simply going to watch here everything comes rather quickly. I wasn't expecting that. And I'm curious about something. How bright? 1.71. That's a very bright star. Oh boy. That's going to be fun. And under power. Oh yeah, we'll have plenty of power. Yep. Oh man, that is really satisfying when it is actually pulled off. And really, by the looks of it, I might need... What? So... Am I producing quicker than what's being... Oh no, it's keeping up rather nicely. By the looks of it, and looks are often deceiving, but... Here, I'm curious. Local planet. With 9 mining machines. 4.95K. And it's going up. I'd say I fixed my iron ore problem. Temporarily. Until I run out of iron. Here. Because that's what I've noticed whenever I have a problem in a certain resource. I mean, that's what these 3 are about. Oh man, that means I have to go over there. I don't want to go over there. That's 19 light years away. That's way too far. Well, there are researches I could get. I think I'll work on those a little bit, but not right now. But this should be helping with my whole, I want to head to Saddlebar 4. Okay. This should be helping with a lot with my iron problem. And here we are. and iron's coming in, iron's coming in, and iron's coming in. So steel plates are being produced, and then also magnets are being produced. Not at the same at a pretty good rate. Not the same, but it's still pretty good. Then over here, magnets are being pumped out as, or electromagnetic coils, or magnetic coils are being pumped out almost as quickly. I won't stretch it. A little bit slower than magnets are being pumped in. And then we have electric motors being pumped out at a very, very high rate. And then also any extra of these, of the magnetic coils, are being turned into electromagnetic turbines, which are then being used to produce these supermagnetic rings, which are then used for deuterium fuel cells. The one thing I was missing in that entire assembly line was iron. Which is the funny thing, because before I was out producing 14.5 thousand. Dear Lord. Anyway, I was out producing. That's actually a rather essential material now. I was out producing my magnet requirement an insane amount. Or my iron production by about, I think it was 3,000-ish, give or take a little bit. And it was doing okay-ish. And now I've properly fixed this, I think. So this should ramp up the production of the iron by a pretty large margin. Also, a lot of the Dyson Spheres, or a lot of the layers to my Dyson Sphere, English is sometimes difficult, even though it is my first language. Anyway, almost all of them are complete, surprising enough. Just they don't have their panels of solar cells, which is easy enough when you have one entire hemisphere of the planet dedicated to just that. But that looks amazing. So I'm going to see how many rockets we have. The carrier rockets, to be specific. 1,528. Don't listen to that number. It doesn't always tell the truth. I have learned this, unfortunately. Anyway, let's go ahead and start unloading. Yeah, because my first shell is missing 80. My second one missing about 5,000. Third one missing about 6,000, that is. This one missing about 6,000. This one missing about 6,000. So all of them are missing about the same amount, which is pretty nice. Nice to know, that is. But I will say that does look pretty cool. Especially when you get inside. It is very bright, but still cool. I'm debating whether I should or should not activate these. And I'm thinking, since there are so many, I'm going to do it. Just because there are so many required. Also, just another reason is because it looks amazing when you see them all being drawn towards their location, their plate. At least that's just one thing I've noticed, and I find really, really cool. But yeah, that's 4 layers, missing about 6,000. So, well, that's 5. Well, 6, 5, and 6. So that's 12, 17, 22, and a little bit of change. So 22,000 more carrier rockets. And then this, what's currently blueprinted out, will be done. That's a very large amount of rockets for those of you who don't understand the... no, I won't say the basic principle of the game, but... because if you're watching, I hope you would have watched through the entire series so you know where we are right now. We're at pretty much the end of the tech tree. Which reminds me, let me go ahead and cue that. Okay. What was I saying? I completely forgot. Oh yeah, 22,000 carrier rockets is just a very large amount due to all of the resources that go into them. Hydrogen, there are many ways to produce hydrogen. There is X-ray cracking. There is plasma refining. Nope. That's... no. Wait, what? Deuterium. Fractionator. Okay. There is the particle collider. I'm trying... oh. That's not it. Here, graphene, the advanced recipe for graphene, not diamonds. Nope. No. But there are many ways to get hydrogen, also another way being the orbital collectors, which is one of the 3 ways you can get deuterium, period. That, deuterium fractionation, and then deuterium itself. Then on top of that, I'm just listing all the different resources you need. Deuteron fuel rods. For those of you who don't know, deuteron fuel rods are deuterium supermagnetic rings, which are electromagnetic coils, magnets, and energetic graphene. You can see the recipe there. Either the X-ray cracking recipe, or 2 coal magnets. 1 iron equals 1 magnet in the arc smelter, and then supermagnetic ring. Then the electromagnetic turbines are electric motors. Magnetic coils are magnets and a copper plate. Electric motors are iron ingots. Iron gears, and then magnetic coils. Iron gears are just simply 1-to-1 recipe with iron ingots. Then the fun bit of this entire recipe, the titanium alloy. 4 titanium ingots, 4 steel, and 8 sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid, you can either pump it out of the ground, as I'm doing, or make it with 6 refined oil, 8 stone, and then 4 water. Steel is steel, 3 iron ingots equals 1 steel. And then titanium ingots, 2 titanium ore equals 1 titanium ingot. Then that's the deuterium fuel rods. Then the quantum chips. Quantum chips are fun. You need plane filters and processors. Plane filters are the Casimir crystals. I'm using the advanced recipe, and also titanium glass, which titanium glass is titanium or glass, titanium, and water, while the Casimir crystal, I'm using the advanced recipe, so that is this one. Optical grading crystal with graphene and hydrogen. Hydrogen plays a very big part in this crafting series. Then for the processor, it is circuits, which are 2 iron ingots and 1 copper ingot, with the crystalline component being high purity silicone and copper ingots. There's only one recipe for high purity silicone. Then Dyson Sphere components. Processors, I just told you how to do that. Solar sails. One of 2 ways, either 3 graphene and energetic graphite, and then 1 sulfuric acid, or 2 fire ice. I'm using the fire ice recipe. Oh no. And then the photon combiners, either 2 prisms, which is 3 pieces of glass, and then a circuit board, or the advanced recipe, optical grading crystal, and a circuit board. That's that. Then the frame materials. Titanium alloy, I already went over that. High purity silicone, went over that. Graphene nanotubes, one of 2 ways. Graphene, titanium, or the advanced, which I use. Spiniform stalagmite crystals. And that's the entire production of, Really, you're already out. That did not last long. That's the entire production of my carrier rockets. The small carrier rockets, that is. Very back and forth, to say the least. I need to head to Beta Lyre, because that's more of a pressing matter. Because without Beta Lyre's products, I am kind of in a not that great of a spot. Okay. So, let me go and warp. That does look amazing. And also, as you get further and further away, the solar sails get more and more blurred, which, nice, pretty interesting design choice. I do like it. Okay. So Beta Lyre 2, is it? Okay, so what's wrong with you? 0 per minute. Let me guess, one of your veins is very, very low. If I were to guess, that's the case. Then over here, what's your problem? Same thing. You're running a little bit low on yours. You're also running a little bit low. Okay, so eventually when I run completely out, that's when I'll basically throw a complete and total emergency switch, I guess. I don't know. And look for another place that has fire ice. Even though fire ice is meant to be a rare material. The rarest material I have seen is in fact the unipolar magnets. Because they can spawn one of two places, or be generated, I should say. On planets around neutron stars, or around black holes. In this star cluster, we have one of each. We have a neutron star and a black hole. One. Not 5. 1. So, as soon as I run out of unipolar magnets, that's it. I'm not getting any more. So yeah, that's kind of not really good. Where? Wait, how are you meant? Oh wait, we do have something off planet that is that should be devouring oil, but it's not, because this is because of research. Oh dear. It's not like I don't have enough oil. Yeah, I have plenty of oil. That's not the problem at all. It's just my refining speed, I guess. Okay. Anyway, let me now just... You know what? I'll take a fly around the Dyson Sphere because that looks amazing. And it's really cool when you actually manage to see parts of the shell being built. That's the coolest thing about it. So let's see if we can manage to spot that. I do know I saw it at least one time, and it just popped into place, but it still looked cool nonetheless. Right here. Yeah, it's mildly difficult to do this. But yeah, also, it's just really cool to know that you're flying so close to a sun and also inside of a Dyson Sphere, which is, to my knowledge, a hypothetical structure that humans could make if every country started working together on it. Also the same with a Dyson Swarm, as I've stopped using it because it's become mildly obsolete when you have a Dyson Sphere. But the main difference between a Dyson Sphere and a Dyson Swarm is, well, Dyson Spheres can be a sphere completely encasing a sun or partially encasing it, like only around its equator, or it could be a sphere or it could just completely encircle it. While a Dyson Swarm is a swarm of solar sails, funny enough, that just orbit the sun. And how they work is they aren't necessary. If I'm remembering what I watched on the difference between solar sails and Dyson spheres, or if they would be possible at all. Honestly, I think they could be possible. But anyway, basically a solar sail is basically a mirror that then can reflect the light of the sun to a focused point like a solar panel. And if you have thousands of them, then, well, you can take thousands of rays of sunlight from those mirrors and then point them all back to, say, a ray receiver, which is kind of like a solar panel. Kind of like it, not the same whatsoever, because solar panels take light directly from the sun, while solar sails take it or push it to somewhere where it is indirectly in contact with the sun. But I'm getting off track. Basically, with how it is said to be set up, it would have to be somewhere relatively close to our sun if we want to do it around our sun. So that would mean it would have to be on Mercury. And Mercury is... humans can't live on Mercury for any amount of time. One, due to the radiation from the sun, and two, just because of the sheer heat. So it would have to be completely remote controlled and automated. And since Mercury... I might be wrong in everything I'm saying, but the location and distance from the sun is... it has to be about as far as Mercury is away. But anyway, Mercury, to my knowledge, and again what the video said, Mercury is rich in resources. Very rich in resources. So, if we were to, say, set up a... what's that doing there? A, like, assembly line or automation process that would mine Mercury and also set up a, basically, EM rail ejector. I'm using examples from the game. Basically, how it would work is you would have a assembly line that would be taking raw resources, turning it into the solar sails, and then turning it into, or it would take raw resources, smelt them down into usable material, then turn them into solar sails to be launched into space to orbit the sun. And that's basically how it would work. Sort of like how I have this planet set up, but instead of the resources coming from all around my star cluster, it would just simply come from inside this not local planet, system? They're called systems, aren't they? Yeah, systems. It would just simply come from this system. Not star cluster, nothing like that, just this system where... well, yeah. So basically, Dyson Spheres hypothetically are possible, just would require an extreme amount of teamwork. But after that rant, unfortunately I'm all out of time in today's episode, so I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, all of that amazing stuff, and I will see all of you in the next episode. Bye, guys!